morning, good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from. Welcome. This is CubeFit Release. My name is Emily. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. We're going to go ahead and get started here. What we're going to focus on today, we're going to do an upper body release, focus on really those people that are sitting at the desk, which is all of us. So we're going to do some release stuff, and then we're going to do a few stretches, and if we have time, maybe a strengthening exercise as well. So let's go ahead and start off by grabbing that lacrosse ball. What we're going to do here first is we're going to take that lacrosse ball and we're going to attack the pecs, okay? So sometimes when we're sitting in that seated position at the computer, those pecs get shortened, so that might cause some pain. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and find that collarbone, and then what I'll have you do is come up to a corner of the wall. Reason being for having the corner of the wall is so that when you're on that area, your neck can be free away from this wall and we don't have to worry about straining it or anything. All right. So go ahead, find that collarbone. We're going to go just below that in the fleshy area. We'll put that lacrosse ball right on that area. And like I said, we'll come up to that corner of the wall. And then from here, we're really just using only our legs to go up and down and side to side. All right. We really want to avoid shrugging those shoulders at all times. Don't want to aggravate the shoulders even more if they're already bothering you. So just use those legs. Remember, if you need more pressure, you'll scoot those feet out away from the wall. And if you need less pressure, you'll scoot those feet in towards the wall. And as always, when we find those tender spots, to make sure to go ahead and hold that pressure, really breathe through it, let the pain dissipate, and then you can continue to roll after that. Got about another 30 seconds on this side before we go to the other side. Good, let's go ahead and switch. Good, let's go ahead. We're gonna move on to the back of the traps. So we'll break things up left and right because we never wanna cross over that spine. So what I'll have you do is you'll take that lacrosse ball, we'll put it just on the back of that trap, and then we'll come up against the wall here. And then same thing, we're just using those legs to go up and down and side to side. Remember, if you need more pressure, you'll just scoot those feet out away from the wall. And if you need less, you'll scoot those feet back in. When you find those tender spots, make sure to hold that pressure. Good, let's go ahead and switch sides. Doing great here. We're got about another 30 seconds here, and then we're going to move on to those rhomboids. You guys are doing great. All right, nice job. Like I said, we're going to move on to those rhomboids. So the rhomboids are located in between your shoulder blade and in between your spine. So as always, we'll break things up left and right. So go ahead, pick a side, place the lacrosse ball just on that fleshy part in between that shoulder blade and that spine. And then from here, what I'll have you do is give yourself a nice big hug because you deserve it, of course. But this also helps open up that area. So it helps the bones move away from that lacrosse ball so that we're not hitting the bones with that lacrosse ball at all. Avoid shrugging the shoulders, but really focus on just that rhomboid area. And remember, like always, when you find those tender spots, like right now I'm on one, to hold that pressure, really breathe through it, let your body sink into that lacrosse ball. Good. Let's go ahead and switch sides now. Same thing. Lacrosse ball just on that rhomboid. Give yourself a nice big hug. Got another 30 seconds on this side, and then we're going to do one stretching exercise, and then we'll do a strengthening exercise, and then we'll call it a day. You guys are doing great. All right, let's go ahead and drop those lacrosse balls. We don't need them anymore. What we're going to do here is we're just going to do a stretch for the pec. So what I'll have you do is you're going to put your arm on the wall here. And then from there, all you're going to do is you're just going to turn away from the wall. So put your arm on that wall flat, and then you're just going to turn away from that wall. You're going to feel this in your pec region here. Just breathe nice and easy through it. Good. Let's come out of that nice and easy. Let's go ahead and switch sides now. Try and keep this arm, you can see here, it's just with my armpit length. So keep it in line with that armpit. Don't want to go any lower and don't want to go any higher here. Good, nice job. Come out of that nice and slow. What we're going to go do next is a nice strengthening exercise for that upper back region. So what I want to do here, they're called Fonzies. So nice and simple here. What you'll do is you're going to keep those elbows nice and close to the body. And then they're named Fonzies because if you can remember from Cheers, Fonzie always goes, "Hey." That's exactly what we're going to do. So you'll stand. Elbows are going to be nice and close to the body, like I said. Thumbs are going to be out. And what the idea is you're gonna bring those thumbs out to your sides. And then when you get out to your side, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together, okay? So imagine as if there's $100 bill in between your shoulder blades and you don't want it to fly away. Otherwise, I'm gonna grab it and I'll be $100 richer, all right? So elbows nice and close to the side, thumbs are out. We're bringing those arms out, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and then coming back nice and easy. If you have a resistance band, this is always great to do with a resistance band as well, but we can get just as good activation without it, as long as you're squeezing back there, okay? You'll notice that my shoulders are back, chest is lifted, really good posture here. Squeezing those shoulder blades. Good, we got 3 more here. Doing great. It's 1, 2, and 3. Good, nice job. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap up CubeFit Release today. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the chat box for me. If not, we'll see you guys next time.